and you learn so much that you normally wouldn't learn in other schools. And it doesn't matter who you are, it will change you in many ways in a positive way, and it'll make a big effect on who you will become. And it's just amazing.
That what's most special is definitely being able to work as a community together. Just working on the farm is a really unique experience. Not many people get to do that.
I like the farm aspect and learning about things on the farm. Right now we're cleaning the barn because it needs to be done every week. And then we're going to hopefully get another meat calf. The students at the farm eat the meat, and when we process them it goes into our freezer and we use it in our cooking.
Microeconomy is a group of the businesses that we run here on the farm that keeps the farm going. We sell the pottery, the candles, the animals, the woodworking, and the garden is a big one. Microeconomy money goes to a lot of different places, like materials, hay and food for the animals, and electricity and things like that. I think that the students are very interested in it because the staff aren't helping us exactly with it, so we do it ourselves, and it's giving us more independence and responsibility.
Occupations are projects that are based on things that need to get done around the farm, and they incorporate science and math into them.
Give a little bit of smoke.
Just a touch. Okay. Now, we've got a lot of drones in here. Oh my gosh. See, those are all drones.
We are building something. It is a swing set. We had to measure the base for the swing set and the height of the swing set. The shape we have to work with is called a truss or a triangle. We chose it because most swing sets do have a truss or triangle. It exceeds expectations for support.
So we measure measure from this corner to that corner and that corner to that corner, make sure they're equidistant.
Okay.
And that'll be the same as making it parallel. So
Let's do this.
glad you thought of it.
I'm enjoying the time. We get to all work together and struggles that we overcome and stuff like that. And it's going to be great when we get it done. Because you really appreciate it when it's like, oh, I made this.
The different tools of the trade that we're going to be using when we tap our trees, and some of these you recognize. Do you remember what these are called? A spile, right. And there's a couple of examples here. This is the one that we're currently going to be using because it's a little more friendly for the tree. What's the best time for our run, Jack? I know you've been paying attention to the weather recently, so what are we looking for in that time period?
Like when the weather fluctuates, it's from freezing at night and above freezing in the day.
Gravity will help get that sap out.
It's got YouTube running.
Okay, so for my personal project, I studied the rule of 86, and the rule of 86 is an algorithm or equation that helps us calculate how many gallons of sap we will need to make 1 gallon of syrup. So we would do 86 divided by 2, we'll find out how much sap we need to make a gallon of syrup. Do you guys have any questions about our presentation? Yes.
So it's better to have like 4% sugar in your sap than 2%, so you'll have to collect less sap to make 1 gallon.
Choose boxes, books, artifacts together as a team. Bring them to a table, spread them out carefully, and begin to make a list of what you think you have.
It looks like newspaper clippings.
Yeah, and what's actually on their grave? Someone went through and transcribed exactly what's on the stone.
So at the Hershey Montessori Farm School, we work with both algebra and Euclidean geometry. In the algebra environment and in the geometry environment, we have the option to work at your own pace, however you would like to. If there's something confusing to you, then you can choose to spend more time on it if you'd like, or in the same way, if there's something that you get pretty quickly, you can move through it at your own pace. You're not held down to anybody else's pace. Also, if something is confusing to you, or if you just want to cement it further in your mind, you can use the materials. So you can also choose to do a project on a various skill that you worked on throughout the environment.
So 11, 10, and what's the next one? Yeah. So we were thinking basically a gigantic like spider web right here.
Like a triangle with these 3 trees.
So with these 3 trees, we're just going to make basically a giant web of rope, which you can play in.
It's almost like applying the knowledge that you've learned to the real world.
It's not in a regular school where people are giving you the information and you just take it for yourself. You have to go find that information for it to really mean something to you so that you will understand it and eventually use it.
This part off and turn it into a skirt. Is that a snazzy idea?
That's a snazzy idea. Is it going to stay up just with this elastic?
I don't know.
Well, let's find out.
Oh, like tie. Oh, that'd be cool if you tied it in one part.
Like that, and then I
So you've got your friend, your community
Before my mind skips, some consequence is hanging in the stars. Shove it
Over the, who with their death bear their parents' strife.
Projection, inflection, pacing, eye contact, distinct. Remember your types. All right.
Shove it till it begins fearful environment.
With misadventure, the hideous overdose, do with their death bear their parents' strife.
Yeah, it made sense. I had to read it twice. But it was really hard for me to understand. I had to read it 3 times to figure it.
This story would be in the future. Well, I think it would have been in the past, considering how they mentioned their material.
Oh, that was pretty cool. Alright guys, you can take your packs off, put your sleep bags down.
Yes, and August fine.
Okay, so there should be.
I don't think that's a good idea,
There's one here.
What are they doing during the day? Where are they during the day?
See, it's there too.
It looks like an S, actually.
My name is John Koberg.
My name is Dante Khaleesi.
My name is Caleb Chapman. I'm from Michigan. I've been here for 3 years. There's a language barrier with a lot of the students that come here, but work, it's a universal language. You don't need any words to explain how to work together with someone when it comes to manual tasks. So I think life on the farm gives you a chance to communicate with them without having to use words. There's so many things that, you know, like in a childhood, when you're growing up, you don't think you're gonna have to do that, you know, at least at this age, and then you do. Like doing your laundry. I mean, you know, it's something that people apparently don't learn until they're, you know, in college. And I'm like, sitting here like, people don't know how to do their laundry?
Even though on occasion you'd be frustrated that you had to get up in the morning to feed the animals, it was still important to you because you knew it was your responsibility, and as a community member in this community, you had a responsibility toward those animals, toward the garden, and it was our food that we were raising. It was our home, and it's important to treat your environment well.
It's good to know that kids like us, like, you know, we're young, but we're still making this. We're still doing this. We're making like an adult wage, technically, you know, but it's all going to the microeconomy, which we know will hopefully help the school in a better way for, you know, everyone. If you have no challenges in life, you don't learn anything. I know how to, you know, solve for X, but I also know how to go out and feed and water goats, cows, horses, and chickens, you know. I've continued to love to learn because I know the importance of it. It's important to learn.
want all the people who see this to know that not only does this school let you learn to live in a community and open you up to see inside of many other people, but it shows you and teaches you things about yourself that I think I never would have learned. And it has been essential to my life.